Okay, took the box out of the clamps, cut my top down to thickness here, filled in the holes. I'm kind of thinking I wish I had left that alone, but we'll see how it looks when we get done here. So what I want to do next though is I did this already, and I just want to show you what I did. So I put my pin in this side here and pushed it through the plug hole and the bushing, and that works really nicely. So that tells me that one's lined up perfectly. This one here is much tighter. I mean, I gotta force that through. It does go, but you can tell that it's just a hair off the bushing hole and the 1/4 inch hole. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but you can see where I gotta give that up. I gotta lean on that pretty good to get that to go through. Where this one I can just nice and easy. So anyway, what I want to do next is size this lid to width. So I've taken a measurement of the distance between the bushings. I can't tell you what that is. But actually I shouldn't say that. I've taken the measurement between the wood sides. So I'm going to be an 1/8 inch large. Okay, I got the top sized. It just fits. There's maybe a 1/2 thousandths wiggle room in there. You can just hear it a little bit. It's nice. I'm very happy with the reveal along the sides here. The one problem I have is that I am not going to be able to size this front unless I cut this off and then re-glue this back on. Alright, a little bit of nervous time there. I've cut this a little bit wide. I've got it pushed forward about a 1/16 of an inch. I'm going to have to make myself some shims here. And then this is the piece that came off of there. That will form my handle. And I've got to get that cut just right so I get a good match there. So I'll save this piece. I'll make some 1/16 inch shims so that I don't have to worry about that. I've got to just worry about the back here to make sure that that's well spaced. I guess I could eyeball it, but I don't really want to do that. I've come too far at this point. So alright, it's a little thin, but I'm going to use this as my shim here. So it's at about 610 in most spots. There's 620. That's a little thin. Well, the more I thought about this, I don't need to have shims on the side here. That's already taken care of. I just need one in the back. So I kept my strip long. I mean, it's close enough. And you can see there, that gives me a nice reveal all the way around. You probably can't see this in the back, but I like it. So now I just have to get this just a hair thinner, and I'm going to hand plane that. I'm actually going to hand plane the back here, get take one pass to remove the saw marks. Do the same here, and then see where I'm at. Okay, I'm getting closer. I made my one pass basically on the back, and maybe it was two to get rid of those saw marks. And I've just been working on the front here. I picked the other piece I ripped off and picked a spot in it. Right there is about 620 thousandths. You can see I can slip that in on the sides here. Fits pretty nicely. And here, it's still can't get it in there, so I've got to take some more off. Fits in the... Okay, got a couple things going on here. It's just, I mean, just barely proud of the surface. But I gave this some thought. It'd be much easier to remove this material on the outside than all of this. So the other thing that I've got going on here is this corner is, I mean, just high. This one is definitely higher. I put this in here. This corner is high. So I'm going to take that shim. No, I'm not either. I'm going to knock about another 10 thousandths off of all of them. And I'll show you what I did here. When I made these, this is what I started out at, and I can check it with my digital caliper to see where I'm at now. And I put a mark on these so that this side always goes towards the fence, so I get consistent results with these shims. Now I don't feel any... I guess there is a little bit of debris there. I'll vacuum this out and check it one more time, and then we'll, if I have to remove some more, I'll do that. Okay, I just made a kind of a slight compromise here. I'm probably just a little low here, and this is just a fraction high now. So I think when I go to sand this top, now it'll float out pretty nice. Okay, I used my small parts sled to cut this piece, and my first thought was cut it to the size I need right now, or the finished size. But then I've got to get this thing placed perfectly in there, so I've decided to cut it just a little narrow. I've got a little wiggle room there. I'll make a mark. Dowel this together. Then I'll take this out, stand it up, and make symmetrical cuts to get the reveal I'm looking for. So let me get my dowel jig out here, and we'll put this together, let it set up for a little while, and then I'll come back.